Hello, my name is Rosalind Bubb and I'd like to welcome you to this little video, How to Feel Better Using Secret Invisible Tapping. Now you might already be familiar with tapping. I commonly teach a simplified version called simple tapping, which is very easy to learn and very straightforward to use. And if you're not familiar with tapping and if you'd like to know how to do it and why you would want to do it, or if you'd like a little refresher, then do please have a look at my other video, An Introduction to Simple Tapping, and I'll put a link to that in the information below. But this particular video is how to make yourself feel better, how to be able to change the way you feel anytime you want to be able to do that using secret invisible tapping, because the main tapping points are these ones, and as you can see, those are very visible and very conspicuous. And so if you tap using those, then everybody will be able to see that you're doing it. So this video is about how to tap secretly and invisibly so that you can change the way you feel better, and nobody knows that you're doing it. So for this purpose, we're going to use the hand points. So I'm going to teach you all of the hand points first, and then I will show you how you can tap on them secretly and invisibly. So to begin with, we're going to tap on the side of the hand. So that's the fleshy part below your little finger or pinky, anywhere there on the side of your hand. So what we're doing with this is we're stimulating energy meridian points. So it doesn't actually matter whether you tap or you rub or you hold. So any of those would be okay. You can also just squeeze gently if you want to. So anywhere on the side of the hand, tapping or rubbing or holding or squeezing. Okay, so now we're going to go down the hand. So we're going to start at the top there and then move down your hand. So to begin with, we're going to tap on the edge of your thumbnail, just there. Then moving down, tapping on the edge of your index fingernail, then your middle fingernail, then your ring fingernail, then your little fingernail or pinky. And then if we make a fist like this, can you see that you've got dips between your knuckles? So we're going to go to the last dip and then just come back, and there's a little hollow in the back of your hand there. So we're just going to tap there, in that hollow there. And we're also going to tap above and below your wrist. And you can do that over jewellery if you want, that's perfectly fine. So a little recap, that's the side of the hand there on the fleshy part. You can swap hands at any point, it doesn't matter. Then moving down, edge of your thumbnail, edge of your index fingernail, middle fingernail, ring fingernail, little finger or pinky, then go to the dips between your knuckles, come back to the last one, and then there's a little hollow in your hand just below that, so tapping there, and then above and below the wrists. Okay, so those are all of the tapping points on the hands. So as I said, you can tap or rub or hold any of those points in any order. So one way to tap very simply is to just allow your fingers to curl a little bit, and where your thumb lands, that's where we're tapping. So we're going down the fingers like that and then coming back up again. And if you want to do the outside of your thumbnail, then you just wrap your finger around like that. Can you see? So we're tapping just there. And then you can also rub those points instead of tapping them. So we're rubbing them there, going up and down the points. And then if you want to, you can also squeeze them. So you can see that as we're rubbing and squeezing, the movements are getting smaller and smaller and less visible and less conspicuous. So if I was to do this with one hand in my lap and to be tapping or rubbing or squeezing any of those points like that, and then if I was to put another hand over the top like that, you wouldn't know I was doing that. And literally the only way you'd know is if you were looking down over my shoulder, and you might see some movement, but that's literally all you'd see. And if you were to gently squeeze like that, then that's very little movement to catch anybody's attention. So you can be doing this in public. If you're able to put your hands in your lap, you can use both hands at once. Otherwise, you can be doing it anywhere where somebody can't see one hand. So that could be with your hand at your side, in your pocket, under your coat, in your lap, behind your back, underneath a table. Anywhere that people can't see what you're doing, you can be tapping or rubbing or holding any of those points in any order. If you want to do the ones on the back of the hand, you can also rub them. So at that point I'm rubbing that one and also the side at once. So you can be rubbing that, and again that's really relatively inconspicuous. You can also be doing the wrist points, so I'm doing that as well. So the point of this is to be stimulating the energy meridian points over time. So the more that you do this, the better you'll feel. There's a direct correlation between the amount of simple tapping, continual hand tapping, that you do and how much better you feel. So I wouldn't hesitate to tap for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour or more, and you can accumulate that throughout the day. You don't need to put any special time aside to do this. You can be tapping whilst you're doing other things, whilst you're having conversations, if you're in situations that are making you feel uncomfortable or unhappy, if you're feeling scared or anxious, or you'd like some more energy, or you just don't want to be kind of being affected by what's going on around you, then you can be tapping or rubbing or holding any of these points in any order for as long as you like. And there is a direct correlation between the more tapping you do, the better you feel. So I hope this has been useful. I hope you find it helpful. If you'd like any more information, if you'd like to watch any more videos or any information about how I could support you individually, please go to my websites. There'll be information about that at the end and also below. And please enjoy yourself, have happy tapping, and I hope it goes really well.